too often. A repetition of today. Author James T. McKay.
Is that the one where they fly around in the phone booth?
First of all, it's a police box, not a phone booth. Second of all, Doctor Who started a quarter of a century before Bill and Ted even went on their bodacious adventures. So really, they should just call it Bill and Ted's Excellent Ripoff. I mean, at least then they would have...
I'm really sorry.
For what?
Ask him.
Look at this, guys.
Morning, Angels. New information to report. The blood at the crime scene matched type to Charlie Sparks, so we can assume that he is the injured party.
Short casings by the door says he was shot. Are we looking at a robbery gone wrong?
No robber would break into a family residence before the start of school and not expect to find people home.
No, I think he came for Charlie Nelson Sparks. He planned the abduction and gained entry to the house.
But the scene is frenzied, disorganized. He didn't think it through.
I hate to say it, but could Sammy be our unsub?
I don't think so. What's the number one motive in kidnapping?
Financial gain.
Yeah, well, if that's the case, they're barking up the wrong money tree. The family runs a music store that's been Sparks owned since the 1940s, but business is down, and a loan against the house is the only thing keeping that store afloat.
The unsub should have done his research.
Well, he may have. This area was devastated by the oil spill. A little bit of money would go a long way here.
First impression, this is a man on a mission. He didn't steal a single expensive item from either one of these rooms.
He definitely came for the parents.
No sign of forced entry. The Sparks most likely recognized him, Hodge.
Unless the door was unlocked.
I highly doubt that. Look at the blood pattern.
Charlie was shot as he was moving towards the door.
Well, how you figure that?
Because of the pools of blood, they're separated by distant steps, which means he had to be moving quickly, so he was running.
And the closer you get to the door, the more blood there is.
So he was shot right here, reached for his wound instinctively, and then tried to grab the piano to break his fall. See, the handprint is facing upwards toward the door, the same way he was facing when he was shot.
Allison was interrupted while she was making Sammy's lunch in the kitchen.
Because she heard the doorbell ring. So she approaches the door, opens it only to find a gun aimed at her face. So she screams. That brings Charlie running down the stairs trying to help, but the unsub shoots Charlie because he won't back off.
Charlie's severely wounded. Why does the unsub take the time to drag him out of the house, knowing that he's leaving a 10-year-old witness home alone?
The unsub must have known the family well enough to realize that Sammy would never be capable of IDing him.
Hi, Sammy. I'm Dr. Spencer Reed. What are you drawing?
Some autistic children don't handle touch well.
It's possible that witnessing his parents' abduction pushed him to emotional overload and he shut down. Take a look at that.
Trying to tell us something.
Sammy, for your mom and your dad. Did Elle take them?
Garcia.
Yes, sir.
I need you to run a list of all known associates to the Sparks family, focusing on everyone whose first or last name begins with the letter L.
It looks like they were open to alternative methods of payment. There's some construction work for a child's drum set and cleaning services for sheet music.
Murdering must be popular in a cash-strapped area like this. They have video surveillance, which is good news. Do you think the unsub was here?
It's possible. These guys like to scout their targets prior to abduction. They get off on the fact the victims never see them coming.
There's a lot they don't teach us at the academy.
Experience handles the rest.
Let's get these tapes to Garcia.
The kid definitely likes to draw, but I can't quite figure out what it is he's drawing.
Dog.
How can you possibly know that it looks like a dog?
I don't know. Maybe a dad knows.
Well, I didn't see a dog outside, did you?
These are from occupational therapy, but they're soft.
Those things are expensive, too.
That's a favorite. Maybe we should get this to Reed. We might be able to use it to connect with Sammy.
These drawings. This must be Sammy's desk. Allison and Charlie really went out of their way to accommodate Sammy's condition. He must have come here after school every day.
So he was a fixture, not just in the store, but in the community.
It's no wonder the Sparks had to take out a loan. They put all of their money into helping their son.
Such dedicated parents. What happens to Sammy if we can't find them?
Garcia's searching for relatives now. If she can't find anyone, then he will be turned over to the state. And he'll be placed in a special needs foster facility. Let's make sure that doesn't happen.
We don't really have special resources to accommodate children like Sammy, so he's in with everybody else.
Can he comprehend the material?
Not everything. Now, I've done my best to research alternative teaching methods, but there's only so much I can do.
Children with autism normally think very logically. Their minds can pick up patterns that ours normally wouldn't recognize.
Yes, that's right. I've found that repetition and routine are the keys to getting through them.
You know, that makes sense. Repetition forms patterns on the brain, and as those patterns reoccur, it forms a calming influence on the child.
Which would allow new information to be retained. I'm sure Sammy's parents figured that out, too.
You know, his parents most likely kept him on a
Only an hour, too.
which would have only